it didn't cost $1 billion. It's $1 billion over the set.
External camera engaged.
Oh, here now, Josh. Is there a sound? Did it do the sound?
Yeah, it has sound.
I love the sound. I love the sound.
So good.
Master of Ceremonies, Eric J. Benson.
Welcome to Black Remnant, episode 3.
Indeed.
I am joined, as always, by Jerford K. Horkins.
It's me.
And Kiko Villaseñor.
That's right. Rashawn.
And Captain...
Stavron Otho.
Commander.
Yeah. Commander, thank you. It's been an issue in the past.
But man, I think we have a ton to freaking like a lot happened last episode.
Well, there was a lot. Let's. I mean, can it even be distilled? Long story short,
I did a recap for you guys, and I'm like editing it down to half.
It was
a
a
page.
novel.
Yeah.
But the main thing is that, like always, Commander Stavron Otho of the Black Remnant had a lot of great ideas, and we're about to see them made manifest, here on the board.
Yeah. So you took a job. You took both jobs.
Correct.
Felix Bain of the Draconis Combine wanted you to protect the base because he felt
he had a report that there was going to be an attack of some kind.
Yes, because they were going to try and get into the base to get some data card information, and then Julia Nocta then contracted you to get in the base and steal that same data.
And so I was under the impression, and I think that I can be forgiven for thinking this, that Julia Nocta's job was the job that the other person was expecting. And so even though I took both of those jobs thinking I would be able to play both sides of the chessboard, and what happened actually is that we're
in Chinese finger cuffs now.
Yeah, exactly. Now we're in a Chinese finger trap, and we're definitely trapped. A certain percentage, of our lance, basically, 3/5 of our lance are actually being remotely piloted by suboptimally by Roshan, who is some kind of, as soon as he gets in the chair, as soon as the neural helmet comes down, he turns into a beast. Enough of a beast to control 4 mechs at once.
Yeah.
And we lose a little bit on the back end in terms of efficiency, but that would have allowed us to pantomime this entire fight. What should happen at the very end, but a truly evil storyteller brings in a fucking clan star or something here on the other side of the tree ridge.
Listen, you made some choices during that last session that led to that.
I know. Listen, I know that what I did was wrong, but it's too late to apologize.
And yeah,
it's too late.
Saying. But you did have help from Tanir Posh and his crew who
they were able to work on everything inside the Calypso on our way to the job.
They had their own merc crew that used to work with your father, and their leader, Cass Kimlin, was killed along with. He was part of the extraction from the first mission.
Exactly right, and essentially right now I have that squad on retainer for the next job, but I really, really needed them to turn a wrench on the way to. Is this his landfall?
This is Planet Prado.
This is the second world. So in the video game terms, this is the second level. Right? Good to have you, Arcos Raid, at all. Now, God, where do we even begin here?
Time to roll initiative.
Yeah, it's time to roll initiative. Yeah. Listen, heavy lies the head. Nine to 7. Black Remnant.
Woo. All right. So since I will move first
because that's how initiative works in this game.
That's how initiative works in this game. So let's. Oh no. We'll start with the archer.
That's so scary. It just straight up breaks right through the back. But you know what's great? This is why. Rosars. This is why getting the initiative is nice, because this, as bad as this looks, it reminds me of Aeronautica Imperialis. As bad as this looks, we're going to do the opposite of this to them. This Atlas basically has to be the point of fire for this this enemy up for, right? It has to be the one that is absorbing most of the hatred from this team.
Where is our Wraith? There he is. Oh, shit.
God, they're just running right in. And so they, I mean, according to the rules of the Alpha Strike wargame side of it, when trees are presented like this in a line, they actually constitute something like a forest line, right?
This is a forest line. Yeah, it's not just sporadic trees, but it is a
so these things have emerged at top speed from the woods.
Yep. And if you want to get into a little bit of the numbers of it, if you fired in and they were behind the forest line, it's a -1 modifier.
Yeah.
If there is, say we had another forest line that was 6 inches back,
Yeah.
and they were behind that, that means
There's no line of sight to that.
You can't get to them. Yep.
A double tree ridge situation, and we've all heard about this.
all been there.
It's even going into it, I think, insults the viewer. So the DTR is a well-known phenomenon
Your move.
in this game. All right. God, I think sweat is just pouring off of this kid. Can you imagine it? Sweat is pouring off of the, like it's running down the helmet.
What's the, is it jump 6 on the blackjack?
Blackjack has 8 jump.
Oh, 8 jump?
Yeah, this stream brought to you by Doubletree Inn.
Not a jump.
Okay. Yeah, you just went through.
He just ran.
Yep.
We've got
The locust has move.
16. So the question is we need to...
Well, I got a couple ideas about this, Rashawn. The locust is nice as a way to soak up shots. I wonder if there isn't a scenario where we run this locust into one of these things and blow the core. Just self-destruct it.
Well, we should do... It has a 16 move.
Yeah, it's
So we should take advantage of these rear arc shots first, I think.
yeah, absolutely. Especially now that we have them for free, right? Mm-hmm. But the crazy thing about that locust is like if you've ever fought one in like Mechwarrior, that's just what they're like. They just run their asses off. But yeah, I mean, there's no reason why he can't come back, take some of this forest advantage.
So these are our big problems currently.
Yes.
So let's just move him back
Yeah.
here.
And we'll just try to grind one down.
Yeah.
I love it. All right, now, are we going to be placing, when it comes to our own forces, we don't really want to, I don't see any value for me going out here so that these guys, I mean, right now they have no targets.
Right.
It seems to me like the best case scenario might be for you to just take a couple steps back and put your entire effort into our cybernetic allies. Because right now they can't see me, I don't think.
I'm just going to jump 10. Back here.
Yeah.
Am I targetable back here? I don't want to be.
Yeah. So just withdraw.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so my combat phase would happen first now. I have no targets, so it moves to you. And you hear over the comm system, Captain,
Is this Zigzag?
sorry, Commander. No, Zigzag's, remember Zigzag's in the base.
Oh, no, I know. I didn't know if she was calling me.
No, you hear Burnout come on. He's like, I don't think Zigzag mentioned it, but she kind of used your salvage that you gave her for a different purpose.
What? I don't.
I've got a big red button next
Is
to me.
this something we can? Okay, never mind. I take it back. I do want to talk about this now.
Yeah. So I've got some missiles.
I see these are mounted on the Calypso and they're ready now.
Yeah. Would you like a strafing run?
Yes. I said do it now.
Okay. So this is in the Alpha Strike. This is battle support, battlefield support.
Exactly. So it's a special type of attack that we get to use, right? Yep. And when does it happen? Like on our turn, or is it as though the Calypso?
Yeah.
Does it happen like in the turn of the two phases?
In combat. So,
okay, perfect.
With a strafe, you get 2 inches by 10 inches.
Oh, so
Everything in
2
that
inch,
path.
so 2 inch width.
Yep.
By 10 inches. So we really just need to see what the best math is for us here. 10 inches. 10 inches could get us these 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or these. It's going to get us 3 mechs either way. What do you think, Keek? Should we dump
Yeah.
on the lights?
Soften them up.
Yeah, we'll soften up the lights because hopefully we'll be able to punch right through them, right? So I say, I just punch it through the communication. I say, hit these 3.
Roger that.
These coordinates.
Yeah. And you see the Black Remnant fly over and bombs start to fall. This will cost you the scrap that you gave to Zigzag.
Yeah. Well, listen, as long as she had fun installing it, I mean, I think everybody's getting what they want out of this.
So what you're going to do is for each one, you roll 2d6. There's no modifiers at all.
Yeah.
You got to roll above a 7.
Oh, okay. So it's just like basically almost like a coin flip on 2d6. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the first one on the left, 7.
Okay.
Using our super cool metal PAX dice that we got from Level Up a few shows ago. So that'll be a hit on the one on the far left. Another hit. Now 12 is a crit, right?
It doesn't. You don't crit on.
Oh, I'm just checking.
Yeah. 12 is a crit.
So we've got another hit there on the Warhammer, and then I missed the Wraith.
But you can roll because the Wasp only has. You broke through the armor and you.
Oh, critical table.
That's critical. Yeah.
Yep, that's a critical.
Okay, that's a 5 on the crit table.
That is going to give you no critical.
Ah. Son of a bitch. What? It's like, what else? What's even in there, though? It's like a sardine can. You know what I mean?
So you just see bombs drop across these mechs. You okay, Cap? Oh, Commander, sorry.
Yeah, get it right. That's my main focus right now, is terminology from you. Commander, out.
And then you just see the Remnant just fly away.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, we'll find.
Don't be a stranger in this case.
All right. So, do you attack? You can't attack because there's no way in your front arc. So we're gonna start with the blackjack. Can you split attacks?
What do you mean?
Yeah, in this game, can you?
Oh, no, you're firing at one. What attacks are you rolling?
I guess that's damage. So the blackjack,
it's damage.
It's all boiled in. Now you could do it. You could. Now the blackjack will allow itself to overheat.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you could take on heat if you want to be more definitive.
Well, there's like 1 point left on the wasp.
Save it then.
Do we just
finish
off the wasp? Okay, so base targeting is 3.
Okay. They moved.
Moved. So that adds. It's just regular ground movement.
Yep.
So
that's going to add the TMM. So that's 2.
Okay. So I'm at 5. Rear arc. Does that mean anything?
No, it doesn't give you. It gives you 1 extra point of damage.
Got it.
But doesn't affect your number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have there's no other modifiers. You're definitely in short range.
This is as clean a shot as there is in this game, I think.
So I'm looking for 5. How about 6?
There you go. So what's your damage?
It is 3 plus 1, so 4.
So you literally just the blackjack comes behind and just launches a
As soon as the smoke clears from the air, from the raid,
There's gonna be no scrap left.
no,
from that.
that's just pieces. All right, so now it's over to the locust and the
Wasp is gone.
Yep. Yeah, well, so what we have to remember is everything kind of this will be gone at the
simultaneous.
end.
Got it.
Because if I was still shooting, and even though he blew up, if I did have a shot, it would go
theoretically.
off.
So best practices is to clear at the end.
Yep.
All right. Do any of these specials mean anything for me on the Atlas currently?
Because the Atlas has a grip of specials,
Oh
right?
yes, your rear. If you're at short range or medium range rear, it's 2 points extra points of damage.
All right. Well, that works.
Well, aren't those rear attacks?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, rear attacks.
Yeah, those are rear attacks. I mean, so it's still
mind.
good. It's still good. I mean, for example, in this case that we're seeing right here,
No. Yeah.
I'm sure they would love to have rear attacks.
Yeah. So those aren't unless you were using indirect fire.
So what is LRM?
That's long range. That gives you that long range.
Oh, got
damage.
it. Okay. Then
range
let's
missiles.
just unload on the back of the.
Archer.
So it's pretty much the same of a 5.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
But we get the +2 damage at short range, which is a lot.
This is going to be evil.
+1 damage. Sorry.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. The rear.
Oh, the rear is the weapon.
Gets
Yeah, got
the
it.
fire. Yep.
Okay. Looking for a 5. That is an 8.
Right. So just punch right in the back with 6 damage.
Yeah.
All right. You see armor just falling to pieces off of this archer.
There's some exposure there, maybe on the back. But we're still inside the
Yeah.
shell.
Then let's focus fire with the locust. Looking for a 5 as well. And nothing special, it looks like.
This is it.
Yeah. Hopefully we can break that armor. Yeah, that's a 10.
Perfect.
With the locust?
Yeah,
Yep.
so that's
How many
3
points?
damage.
3 damage.
All right. On the archer, you said.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Roll on the crit table.
Okay. Is that 2d6?
Yep.
Yep. We cracked the shell.
10. Fire control hit.
All right.
That's what we need. We want it to be.
+2 to the target number.
Oh, that's incredible. That's exactly what we want.
All right.
So that's it for the round?
That's it for the round.
It's a fast
but
one.
as your mechs that you created very quickly in the ship's hull have been firing off, you see armor falling off of them, and they each lose an armor point.
I love it. Running them hot.
They're like they're basically like spooky puppets.
Yeah.
It's like a nightmare. It's like a nightmare for Christmas type thing.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Yep.
6 or 9. That's pretty good.
How about 13? I mean, how about 9?
How about 9?
How about 9?
Reroll.
Yeah.
Oh, 10.
That's worse.
11.
Oh!
11.
Oh,
11.
No!
11, my
Son
friends.
of
All right, so now they're going to do their little dance, and then eventually it's going to be time for us to come out, especially with the Nova. Eventually there's going to be finishing blow potential.
Yeah.
But hopefully once these guys spin around, then we'll have our opportunity. You're making bad choices. You're
I
making.
need you to be quiet very much right now.
Yeah, boastful Baron. I'm going to subscribe. What, Miniac? What are you talking about? What do you mean Miniac is raiding with a party of... What are you talking about? Miniac like from YouTube?
Yub tubs.
Miniac, the guy I subscribe to?
Yeah.
Watch all his videos?
What are you talking about? This is madness. Oh, Miniac, the real Miniac.
He stood up.
Here, now, Miniac, listen. I would like to talk to you, perhaps at one of our conventions, at length about Age of Sigmar. I think that I may be able to advocate, in a very natural way for the product. But can we both agree that Warhammer 10th looks sick? Right? Can we agree that Warhammer 10th looks like they learned some lessons? Right? I say yes. Other games, April. I didn't even know. Listen, I'm happy to celebrate this this holiday that I did not know existed until 5 minutes ago. But of course, I support it 100%. We used to have a lot of fun with Relic Blade, if you've ever played that. we have a heart for the indie war game for sure. Ninjon 2. What the shit? Fuck! This has to stop.
Wargaming personality
Dude,
party.
I just watched your most recent video. You named another novel type of painting in your most recent one. I enjoyed the video.
Is it like somebody slap top?
No, it's not. No, his version of the slap chop was also very, very good.
Yeah.
But no, we are really, really big fans of all of those names that somehow materialized in here. That's pure madness.
Okay, what's medium range?
Medium range
6
is
to 24.
6 to 24.
So, I mean, just to greet the rest of you, my name is Jerry Holkins. This is my friend Eric. This is my other friend Kiko. But you might also know me as Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade or Omen Drawn of Acquisitions Incorporated. In this game, I'm Stavron Otho, who is trying their best not to drive what's left of their father's mercenary company back into the ground. So it's a hybrid RP. Oh, this is real. This is good. It's a hybrid role-playing and war game experience.
Combining Mechwarrior Destiny, the role-playing system, with
Alpha Strike for quick resolution on a stream. So if I pop over here,
and it's not homebrew. It is all
it's all in the book.
in the book.
It's on the book. So if I come over here, I think we have a really good play here. That Wraith is obviously going to have to be managed. That might be a 2v1 situation over there. The Mad Cat's doing well. But if I come over here, retain a little bit of cover, I should be able to ice this archer in the back. I think the archer is probably done for this turn if things go well.
We can hope.
Oh, Ninja, and we have thought a lot about it. Kiko's character is a young person orphaned by a jump accident.
Terrain.
Yeah.
No, you can just go through it. You don't.
it's
There's
just-
no.
there's no
It's not
movement
going to
penalty?
affect your
Okay.
movement.
If you ever seen Zenitsu in Demon Slayer, it's like that, but from X. Oh, is it time to join? Is it time to join forces?
On the Warhammer, he's got a lot.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can run the Locust over there in the back. Get the Blackjack. So there's a wicked dance.
So am I able to fire from here?
Yes, you'll just have a -1 modifier.
Okay.
Because you're it's
Firing through the tree line.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Just also to remember, you have 2 plot points that
Chips.
for the battle and 2 for the RP when you're going to be playing.
Yeah,
Zigzag
exactly.
inside
Yeah,
the
I'm
base.
saving that point for whatever I need to happen inside there.
Okay. I have a shot in here.
I think that you actually have good shots now.
Yeah. With the archer, medium range. We are so moved.
Yep.
What is the TMM on that?
On the Atlas?
On the Atlas.
1. Because he
1.
B.
That's great. So
B.
4, so 5, and -1 from the wood. So I'm looking for a 6.
Okay.
That's a pretty gettable.
And I'm going to overheat 1.
You're just
up the
turning it up.
damage.
You're going to pump up the proverbial jam.
Yep.
I don't think that's it.
5. Yes. That's what we need. Oh yeah, we got some caliente camera activity. Care of Josh back on the 1s and 2s and ghostly clockwork on the cams.
And actually, I can get this. Timberwolf can
Yeah.
get you.
Do it.
Yeah, I mean, how far is it though?
It's gonna be a
long range?
long range.
Okay, thank God.
So it's a +4.
Yeah. So I moved my TMMs too.
Your TMM is 2, so 4 + 2. I got a 10 up.
Yep.
Right now. Not even close.
All right. So we're looking out so far.
Yeah.
Actually, I came up. Actually, I get to hit again.
I get to shoot again. Da, 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 da.
Oh, guest kill. We've got a grip of powerful mechs here. Over on our side, we have got Blackjack, an Atlas, a Locust, a Nova, and my Pouncer. And then the Op 4 is a bunch of real D-bags. We got a Wraith. We had a Wasp. But now we have a Warhammer, an Archer, and a Mad Cat.
So I'm looking for a 10 on your Nova again from the Warhammer over there.
Also, the Warhammer's got a little twist. Oh, no. No.
It's gotta be in the box.
No, it has to be 1 to 3.
You know what? This is my game. It doesn't have to be in the fucking box.
It has to be 1 to 3, you wicked demon.
No, 9 misses. Damn. All right. You're up.
So they're shredding this facility with these missiles.
Yeah, you just see like missile fire blowing hinges and side pieces off of the outpost.
Well, these mechs have side pieces?
What? No, the outpost.
Oh.
I mean, it could.
I'm like, let's make it hot.
Oh,
All right.
It's hard to see. Let's lay into the Mad Cat.
Yeah, via the Atlas.
Yeah. So should be 5. Or we're fighting in a forest? Does that add anything?
No,
to
it doesn't.
You're both in it.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's 5.
Yeah, the TMM is 2 on that. So
Oh, okay. Is that different than the?
the Archer.
Yeah. Nope.
The TMM on the Archer is 1.
Okay, so it's 6.
Yeah. This is hittable.
8.
8 is the number.
That hits for 7 damage.
Jesus.
Aurelius, no. They cannot
No,
defend
I'm sorry, 6 damage.
against the greatest power of love.
So that Atlas fires through the back, actually, okay, so here's what happens. So what you want to do when this happens, it has to be the rear side. So it's not a rear point of damage. And if it does intersect at that angle where it could be both rear and side, the opponent gets to pick, obviously.
Try to go to the runner.
Yeah. So then it's 5.
Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of those, I don't know the Alpha Strike
Blackjack.
stats.
The TMM on the
Warhammer.
Warhammer is what?
On the Warhammer
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
The Warhammer has a TMM 1.
Okay, so that is a 5.
Okay.
With the Blackjack is letting go. That is an 11.
That'll hit.
So that is, I do get the back arc on that one.
You do get the back arc, absolutely.
So that is 4 damage.
Yeah.
And roll on the crit table. You've broken through its armor as you see shrapnel flying off of this.
Nice hit.
There's an 8, which is a weapon hit.
Yes!
Okay. -1 damage.
God, we are hitting them exactly where we need to hit them, and they are missing. Which this is how we want this to go.
The Locust will slam into the Warhammer here in the rear. It's a +1 because of the forest.
Okay.
So that is a 6. That's a 10.
Easily hits.
And that is 3 points of damage.
That's healthy from the Locust. With
Roll
the +1.
on the crit again.
Crit. We're going to do an 11, which is an engine hit on the war.
One more of those and that thing is gone.
On the Warhammer. Yeah, 2 engine hits is basically you lose your mech, right?
Gives you, it's +1 to heat and firing on the first one. And then on the second one,
You hit the core.
Why don't you take some shots?
Yeah. All right, so from the Pouncer over here.
Roshan gets a little copper taste in his mouth.
Yeah. No, it's definitely it's like in this version of it's like there's just a trickle out of the ear. there's a lot of cranial, there's a cortical activities spiking. God, you know what? I bet we had to turn it off. Like a bunch of the limiters, like a bunch of things that are like you need to not do this. I think that we had to take those out. But anyway, the Pouncer, my base skill on the gunnery side is 7, if I recall correctly. What was yours, Kiko?
Oh, what was that?
you're I think a 4 natural.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
4.
4 natural.
4. Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's a way to convert the skills from the game into Alpha Strike. I just
a little
forgot.
bit better, so I was 3.
Yeah, we've been gone 2 weeks. So, so let's calculate my
4. You haven't. Well, you moved, but it was a ground movement, so it's 0.
TMM 1 on the...
TMM 1 on the archer, so you're up to 5.
So 4 to 5 medium range.
Medium range, so that's 2 more, 7.
7. All right, and that's it.
Yep.
Let's get it. 8.
That'll hit.
All right. The pouncer's going to put 3 from the plasma right into the back of this archer that had already been peeled out.
How's it die? Take it down.
Okay, this is what we want. So it's gonna hit clean through the junction that holds the upper part to the bottom part.
Like
right here,
it's rotator
right in the twist.
Core, yeah.
My guess is that the pilot probably ejects as soon as they see this information come up. But I just want this thing to sort of wander off into the woods on fire, like some sacred hermit on a pilgrimage. I want to just wander out into the woods, just random signals triggering the legs.
Lose another piece of armor.
And everybody else loses a piece of armor.
Well, yeah, so the rest of our force is being run by our savant at the same time, and they are disintegrating even as it seems like things are going well.
These are just put together with duct tape and...
No, and spit.
Right, and now we zoom into the outpost. Zigzag was in the command center.
Correct. Trying to steal the data.
Yeah.
We are here to protect.
She learned where the data was located. As you left the command center, you were given the option to go left or right. You chose right.
Right. So in my mind, Stavrin has like a layout of this like on one of his screens. And I can sort of like, just for the movie version of this.
The GM die is yours right now.
Yeah. Basically, I can look down there and I can see where she is inside the facility.
Okay.
Like moving down hallways, I can see like her dots stop and then move very fast and stop around the corners. And so part of the reason why I'm here is because I can foresee a situation where she needs to be extracted from it very quickly. And that's my pilot's daughter. It's vitally important that because I put her in there, it's vitally important that if something bad happens, that I have the wherewithal to extract her from that situation.
All right. So what is Zigzag doing now?
Well, let's see. So
you've gone down the right corridor.
Yeah. So we know that inside there there is a specific type of data. Now I don't know as the player, like I don't know what that data is.
You were told to download 3 data cards and bring them back.
Like with specific, so we have like specific file names, like specific information. Yep. Okay. Well, I mean, we're gonna say that. I'm just going to invest my edge point right now.
You got 2 for...
From you?
2 of the RP.
Those
that's right.
are the RP ones.
Separate here. So I'm going to spend one of these.
That comes to me now.
That similar to the last place where, they're all like glued to their screens. They're essentially watching the base that they're in get attacked by 10 mechs.
The ground hasn't stopped shaking.
No, it is continuing to rumble, and she is just outside the door where the guard is for the central, ice cold inside, like rack after rack of data, not even connected to the outside world, completely a storehouse of Draconis information. And the guard that is inside there, whose job it is, has like thrown everything into his bug out bag, and he grabs it, and when he leaves, he goes out the door, he runs out and runs the opposite way. He doesn't even see her outside as he is running to save his own ass. And so she is going to slip inside that cryo facility and start pulling out the data.
Okay. Make me, here's Zigzag's sheet for now. Make me a basic computer check.
Yep. So
roll 2d6 plus.
And then add her value. Yeah. So she's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right, so listen, I got great news for you. That is, it's an 11. So it's
an 11.
If you can take that to the bank. Yeah, she's good, not me.
These rolls.
Oh, that's a lot more.
Oh, this is the real stuff, dude. This is like this is the ice.
Yeah.
This is like the Neuromancer.
So
ice.
you see these chilled servers that are all LED lit and in blue.
No, and
They all go
it's
to
like
red.
your lips are blue in here, like it's cold.
But the LEDs go from blue to red, and you start to hear an alarm sound off in the room.
No, do we go back out to the big field?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thankfully things seem to be going a little bit better out here.
Yeah. I mean, I just assume because I'm Stavrin that everything is all great all the time for everybody. It's all happening. Whatever's happening to me is basically happening to everyone else.
So, with this mech destroyed, Roshan has no targets because I have no long-range weapons. So,
there's no LR from that, right? It's all streak missiles that are up close.
We're back up.
Well, we're back up to initiative.
Initiative.
Yeah. I love that you leave it to me, Rashawn.
Well, you're the commander.
Yeah.
All right. I won the initiative, so you move first.
This is 7.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the P is 6.
Yeah. I got 7. Happy to be wrong, but I'm not wrong this time. So yeah, it's time to
Move.
because we won initiative. It's time for this Wraith and Warhammer and Mad Cat to do their thing.
Yeah.
Do-si-do the whole time.
Right, and as this resolves, we have to find tasteful ways for these to destroy the evidence of our scam. So, for those of you who are just joining us, I took 2 jobs on opposite sides of this encounter, and I thought that I would be able to, derive a lot of success from that. Up to and including wiring a bunch of salvaged mechs that we found to act as our opposing force. Little did we know that there was an actual opposing force also running into the same conflict, potentially even trying to get the same thing I'm trying to get. But at the end of this fight, none of these extra mechs, this is the evidence of my scam, and they must be destroyed. So it's almost a thing where it's like, we don't necessarily need to be careful, especially with the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Irrefutable, this is essentially the Acquisitions Incorporated way.
All right. Your move.
All right. Guess we can get a little risky now.
I think it's perfectly fine to just turn this into cyber pugilism. Just run straight in. I mean, obviously, I love the damage around back. I love the bonus. In Alpha Strike, one bonus point of damage is crazy.
It's huge.
Right? It's very, very good. But we do need them to blow up, and we're either going to have to do it ourselves or...
Oh, it's looking okay. So how does the whole running up and
the melee?
ejecting the
It's not really a thing, but
Yeah,
we
it's
can
not
make it a thing.
There has to be a self-destruct on these things, is my guess.
You could try. You could. I mean, we'll make it a thing because I think it's a fun idea.
All right.
So.
Then he's just gonna run out here.
Okay.
Might as well do that.
Okay. So this Wraith,
Let's do that. If we're gonna explode, then
Yeah.
might as well not give a +1 over here. This thing coming around.
the Wraith over here against your mech.
So Rashawn is gonna fire his jump jets.
What a delight. Now, my Pouncer has got some juice on that as well. I wonder if there isn't a case to be made for me to... Nah, I have to be over here in case... I have to be over here in case she needs, like, instant extraction.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 inches, I can definitely get myself safe from that Wraith. And that's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah.
Eclipse has got it. Getting paid twice is better than getting paid once.
Dude, yeah, that's the credo. We should install that.
You need to make a plaque.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it on a
That's our live life love. in our mess. That's what it
right.
says.
Extremely ink.
So he moved?
Yeah.
We've
All right.
moved.
Combat time. Our young gentleman here, the Mad Cat Timberwolf,
Lay
is
into the
gonna
Atlas.
Yeah, they're gonna
lay into
unload.
the Atlas. He's overheating for 2.
He can do that?
Yep.
Wow. We need one of these.
TMM 1 on the Atlas.
Okay.
And is it one more for being in the woods?
For woods?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I think it's real.
That's yeah.
Woods are real.
Okay. So that's a 6 up or 7 up with the woods.
Yep. How much?
That is going to be 9 points of damage.
What?
As the salvos from
the missile
just
pods?
launch into that.
Give me a crit.
7.
That is MP hit.
Yep, your movement points.
Okay, so is that just -1?
Half your movement each.
Ooh, that's a lot. for
Yeah,
an
that's a
Atlas.
crazy one. It's in each
He's down to
point.
3.
Yeah, half movement. Whether this is them dragging themselves around the field. Oh, yeah. J3Z/Eclipse flamethrowers are 100% real. If I were closer to my opponents, I would be applying heat to them to any attacks in short and medium range.
So this is interesting. The way this works, right? Normally when we would play a war game,
Yeah.
I would go and try and blow that up before
Yeah.
you could blow the core, right? But because this all happens simultaneously, even if I did blow it
Oh,
up,
it doesn't matter. Interesting. Got it.
So it's blackjack.
yeah, I'm going to shoot into the blackjack.
Yeah, blackjack or Atlas. I mean, that Atlas is definitely teetering.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I think we'll go for the. How many points is the blackjack?
He's got 2 on him, so he's got 3 armor left.
And 3 armor and 4 guts.
And what's the Atlas at?
Atlas has 7 structure points left.
Wow. Okay, so it's like 6 and 1 ish. Okay, we'll go for the blackjack.
Okay.
I'm going to overheat 1. So 4 plus what's the TMM on that young gentleman?
1.
4, 5, and then 1 for the
Forest?
forest. So 6 total.
Yep, that'll do it.
That'll do
How much?
5 points of damage
1,
coming
2,
in.
3, 4, 5. Give me a crit.
Please, I would love to. 8s. That is going to be
Weapon hit.
Whew.
-1 damage. Oh, that's wrong.
On the locust, I was like, yeah, this goose. All right, so those things are hanging on by a thread.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, death from above has got some downsides.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't think that the Pouncer has any legitimate targets.
What? This the rate? You mean yours?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yeah, I guess that's true. In my mind, I had a Warhammer fantasy, and then I just gave up. But
24.
224, yeah, this is fine.
Okay. So Timberwolf has a TMM of 2. Mad Cat TMM of 2. You're 4 plus 2,
Yep.
and then 2 for medium length or medium. Yep.
So
medium
8.
range. So 8 total.
No rear arc.
No rear.
Yeah, not from here. Woo! 8.
Oh shit. How much damage?
Yeah, I'm gonna put 3.
All right. It's still up, but you've done work on it. You see kind of like servos kind of come like hanging from wires, and armor has just been shredded off. Of
Scorch marks.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and pop the locust.
Okay, so the way we're going to do this is normally when you would do a melee attack. No.
Sure.
Yep. When you do a melee attack, normally what would happen is you'd have to roll for it. And the damage is like a standard punch.
Yeah. Depending on if you have a special weapon.
Is the size of your mech.
Okay.
So I'm going to say because of this, you're not going to have to roll. You just automatically do the damage.
Okay.
So whatever the size of the locust is, how much damage it will do.
1.
Okay. But that's enough for a crit
That's a
roll.
crit. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're down to the guts. 8
That
or
is 10 fire control.
Oh no!
Yeah, we need that to get stripped away.
Yeah, that's +2 to the TN.
Atlas is going to open up.
With all of its face lasers and missiles.
Yeah. Is that short range?
Yeah, it's damn near.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Short range. Totally.
Short range. TMM on the
2.
is 2, so that's a 6. That is a 4. That's a miss with the Atlas.
So the explosion from the locust just causes the Atlas to be distracted enough as you're trying through your neuro helmet to kind of get a beat on
because
the
because Roshan
Timberwolf.
did both of these things.
Yeah. It's kind of overloading your senses at this point.
Although now it's probably alleviated a little bit now that one is out of commission.
Yes.
So the
My-
load is much.
Yeah.
My guess is that that does take some of it out.
Okay, so let's have the blackjack take some hits on the warhammer.
Okay.
It's got like what, 2 left?
Yep.
Okay, that is medium range.
Medium
Tell
range.
from here.
So 2 plus TMM of 1 is 3 plus your 3, so
6.
6 on.
Another 4.
And you, Roshan, you feel the reverberations in your pouncer as missiles just hit the second part of the outpost.
Oh no, like
It's mind bending.
the neurological heft is starting to show.
Yeah. It's
strain.
starting to split. He's starting to think there's more than one Roshan.
Yeah.
All right, Roshan is going to let loose on the.
Yeah.
That should be medium range.
Yep. It's medium range, TMM of 2, so plus 4.
And definitely in that rear.
So you're 7 up.
That's 7 currently.
Yep.
Yep.
Shooting. Yeah, that's a 9.
So 9. How much damage?
Rear arc, so that's 7 points of damage.
And you even from above, you are able to just lay out a salvo of missiles, and you see the Mad Cat blow to pieces.
Okay. So that is the end of the round, I believe.
Yep. And all these two of your boys left take 1 more point of
Okay.
structure damage.
Yeah, they're just falling
Do you want to give
apart.
another crit roll
Yeah.
for both? Start with the Atlas.
3.
Engine hit.
Ooh. 7.
7 on the blackjack, and that is a MP hit. What is MP?
Movement point.
Movement point.
Yeah. And it's one thing if it gets down a point, like it actually halves it every time.
Where's the big chip? All right, so we're back. We're zooming back into
Yeah.
the base.
The camera shot for this is really, really cool because it's a tracked shot.
Yep.
And it starts out here, and then I am right outside, and it goes in like this, and she is like, her back is to the same wall, but now we're seeing inside the room with all the server equipment.
Yeah, and all the servers have gone red, and you can start to hear footsteps coming down the hallway.
Okay, well, as I was saying before, there is a lot. This is the ventilation here has to be at the apex to maintain all of these servers. And Zigzag is 16. I think that there's a natural 16-year-olds and scurrying in these ducts. I mean, that's a classic combination. That's a peanut butter chocolate situation.
Time to get John McClane.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you going for the data or leaving it where it is?
Well, right now, gosh, you know what? She might also. So again, she is not. She no big, right? So she might be able to get behind. Yes, she is good. She she is going to get behind the wall racks,
Okay.
squeeze in tight, and instead of using like the front ports, she's going to try to do the data transfer from behind.
Okay.
It like bathed in the red light. Like she has to wait for the red light to flash again to know where she's plugging things in.
Okay. Give me the. At this point, as Zigzag is behind the server racks, it looks like a security guard comes in and starts creeping up and down the aisles of the servers.
Gun drawn. What's he looking?
He has a pistol
Okay.
out, and also remember, Burnout gave Zigzag a pistol as well.
Yes, of course. Not that she knows what to do with it.
No.
Yeah, Dr. Irrefutable, we've made some real investments here.
Okay. So roll me another computer test.
Backwards, upside down. 8 plus 9, 17.
All right. This is a hard test now because the system's been warned.
First of all, before we continue, I like the counter dice system.
Yeah.
Where you just add another dice.
Yeah.
Where you're not thinking about specific stats or
Right,
anything like that. You're like,
exactly.
is it an easy test? Is it a hard test? I think that's cool.
Yeah, like average tests are 3 dice.
Yeah.
A hard test is going to be just add a die.
I just
Or
like it.
Yeah.
There's so much like the RP side of this is so indie.
Yeah.
It has real indie bones. Anyway, 17.
17. 10. 16.
Yes.
What happens?
Let's see.
Do you strip the data card? Or do you download the data?
I see. It's like this. So I could like physical cards
Yeah.
or copies.
Yeah. Or do you just download?
It has to be copies.
Okay.
Because otherwise my 2-side thing won't work. It has to be copies. And so yeah, these are full duplications, and just as it's starting to like flash like the lights on the back of the rack mount, as it's starting to flash as it approaches completion, there is a call over the intercom that says, all security is needed at the front door, prepare to be breached. And so he is, at the very moment it might have gone wrong, he is peeling out and he is telling others to take them as well.
That's going to cost you.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
It's just about the extraction now.
Yep. Okay.
All right, so let's ice
We
these.
zoom out. And
Yeah.
We're back to this.
The back-to-back shot. 9.
9.
9. 10.
10.
That's it.
3. All right.
It wasn't 10 that time.
Yeah. Damn. Not winning a single one of these.
Yeah, but this is actually turning out really well. Like we're peeling these motherfuckers.
Your definition of well is fascinating.
Well, no, I mean obviously we have disparate, levels of interest in the destruction of your units. That makes sense, and I respect it, frankly. So now he's going to figure out what to do here. But I think that this Warhammer is on its last legs. The Wraith is still fresh. So what happens to this Wraith is going to have to happen fast. Oh, ugh. Yeah, he's got pretty clean shots there, but now his back is to the Blackjack and to the Atlas. I think so much of it is about the positioning aspect in this game is a really big deal because it's so lethal. We really want things spread out. We don't want to get close enough that you can pull these types of tricks, right?
What's the max movement? Or on the Atlas, it is 6, but it's halved.
Yes, so it's 3.
So it's 3.
Yeah, it's not so big.
What's my movement on the
Oh, hey, Rush.
blackjack?
The movement on the blackjack, it's also goosed.
Okay.
So now it's 4 jump.
Boop. I don't know if Sean can see this flanking maneuver happening.
He's not interested.
He's not having it.
So he's going to use his jump jets to pop down here.
Ooh.
Oh, so he basically he's removed himself from the field altogether.
Yes.
Yeah, that's noble.
Okay. Now, I got a good idea. I got an opportunity here, and I'm going to take it. So the pouncer can go 6. Well, I can go 12 total, or I can 10 jump. I wonder if I should just jump from here to here.
Yeah. You're not going to get in close, so
No.
back it up.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
back it up, back it in.
Let me begin.
All right. So yeah. So we'll take it over here. We're gonna take it on the run.
Okay.
So they have been deeply deprived of targets. Although I think that the Wraith probably has a shot on the.
They haven't.
Actually, no. I did actually just offer him a great target.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not so good.
That's a long shot, but we're gonna have to take it.
Yeah. So I use my jump jets. That changes my
TMM.
the TMM, right?
To 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So starts at 4. I've moved, so that's 0. Your jump jet is TMM plus 1.
Okay. So that's a total of 3.
3, so we're at 7. And long range is 4, 11.
Listen, stranger things have happened
at sea, right? No.
No, that's the opposite.
that's the opposite.
That's the nega. That's the nega crit.
Yep.
Why don't you start off?
Yep. So I'm going to open up with the. I'm going to open up with the pouncer here, and he is within sufficient range for me to actually heat him up.
Oh, medium range? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So he takes heat in addition to whatever this is.
Yep.
So
Welcome, Rush.
having jump, yes, absolutely. So let's see. So I'm starting out at 4 plus TMM.
TMM on this one is 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wraith, right? Countermeasures.
Quick. Right?
7. Yeah. So 7 and then medium range
2.
takes it to 9.
9. Yep.
Should definitely give it a shot, Maniac. It's super fun.
Oh my gosh. It's really
Super
cool.
fast, too.
The Alpha Strike box set is probably the best value in mini wargaming.
Right now, yeah.
Pure value. Anyway, 9. That's not as good as maybe it could be.
Still.
How about 2?
How about 2?
How about 3?
Great.
That's like put 3 of
So
those
you just
together.
fire energy blasts, and you're just like, I think the value looks pretty better, much better than.
Well,
that
no,
Wraith.
you know what it is. Let me do this in a way that ennobles me.
Oh, sure, yeah. Why not? Go for it.
I'm thinking about like what's happening inside the
Yeah.
place.
Yeah, you're occupied
carrying.
currently.
Yeah.
I think the Atlas is in medium range. Can you check that for me?
Yeah, of course. That was a medium range for this
For the
which one?
Atlas.
on the Warhammer.
Oh, yeah, it's close.
Definitely. You're clean.
Yeah, you're with him. Wait, actually, hit that up again. 24?
Totally.
Yeah, you're clean. Yeah.
All right. The Atlas is taking shots. Do I have any penalties? +1 to firing weapons.
Yeah, there you go.
So you have
TMM of 1.
TMM of 1. I
So,
got +1
plus
because he's
1.
firing weapons, and a 3, so that's 5.
And then 2 for
And then
range.
2 for range.
So 7.
So 7. That's a 3.
Dude,
Man.
the numbers have gone in a different direction. Hopefully the blackjack can do something.
Blackjack. Is it also 7?
It is going to be medium range. TMM of 1. So that's 3 plus 3, 6. Do you have anything hindering?
No, he's
on the
okay.
blackjack?
No, nothing on the blackjack.
No.
So it is 6.
No?
Weapon damage is screwed up,
Oh.
but not to
Yeah.
hit.
Okay.
Looking for a 6 here.
4.
Good start.
Oh.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, 7.
So that is only, well, actually, it's a -1 +1 because of the rear
Yeah,
arc.
so it's 3.
3 damage.
What happens? Take him down.
He. What does happen? I think he severs like the missile makes contact at the joint with the right hip, so one of the legs splits off and it just sort of falls over at that point. It loses all
Slow-mo?
balance.
It's like-
yeah.
I have a great idea. Because it's all simultaneous, right?
Yes.
I have the same idea for you at the beginning. Hello. Welcome to our show. Do you want to take how a robot dies very seriously? Well, you've come to the right program. Imagine this, because it's all simultaneous, right? So he's taking his shots. You clip that out, and it bends and twists, and then another shot from the Warhammer's like left cannon. Now that it is not planted, the whole torso spins like a helicopter and falls over. It's like some Ed 209 type shit. It's really dark.
And it's being like decorated by your missed shots.
Oh yeah. It's very clean. All right, so that's it.
So Zigzag is now in the room, the server room. You've copied the data, and what are you doing?
Now, here, Ghost.
Yo.
Do you have a shot over here? Yeah, I just want you to get a shot up here on top of the fucking thing, because this is going to be great.
On what? Oh, 2 crit rolls on those boys.
Yeah, Dark Splinter, we are also fans of the Sacred Miniac. We found it was very, very surprising to see his name materialize in here.
No prickles.
It was crazy. Now, so do you have the shot here? So look at this. So like I said, there's going to have to be a really significant airflow data center maintenance type thing, right? You see these vents? So she's going to tell Stavrin, she says, I think I got it. And then she is going to get into those vents.
Okay.
And we're going to have her emerge up top. And then I'll just put her into the mech as soon as I can. Oh, why are you doing this?
So she has to go, as that happens, I'll take the paddle.
No, hold on, dude. Is this going to be like in Galaxy Quest? Are they going to have chompers?
Yeah. They've already thought about this? No. She has, the air duct system is winding, and it has to go through several rooms. So she's making her way across.
She's making her way downtown.
But, yeah, someone said.
Walking fast.
And
Crawling fast.
Crawling fast. Come on, let's get it right. And as she's crawling through these ducts, she just starts to hear bullet shots that are
up at the fucking ceiling.
Yeah, and she sees a bullet shoot right through the air duct behind her, and another one comes in.
What the? No, don't do this. No, I saw this child grow up.
Girl.
Yeah, this is what you're doing is fucked up.
You put a 16-year-old in danger. This is on you.
Yeah, I mean
All right, so here's how this is going to work. You are going to.
His head is his.
Hey, listen here. Yeah. This is how you're going to get freaking shot in this game, all right?
Nice NPC you got there.
Listen, this says one great stun gun.
All right.
So what I'm going to be doing is my stats. So I have a small arms stat. That is going to, my rating is 2 plus my reflex is 4. So I got a 6 plus.
Yeah.
For defense, you roll 2d6 plus your reflex twice. Your reflex is a base stat up there.
Yeah. So 2?
Yep. So it's 4 plus 4. So
exactly right. Oh, fuck.
She's getting shot.
11 plus 4, 15. So you got to roll. Can you roll high? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, it's possible. Fuck. No.
That's not high.
That's 9.
So she feels a bullet come and shoot right up through the duct. The hole is right under her stomach, hits her in the kidney, but I'm pretty sure she's wearing some flak armor.
She is wearing flak armor, actually. Well, she's wearing ablative armor, but it's best against energy weapons.
Not an energy weapon.
Yeah.
But I think it's negative. Is it -2 to damage?
Yeah.
No. So you would normally take 4. You're taking 2, and you're going to mark off 2 points of damage.
I was going to say, because we haven't seen this part of the system yet here, right?
And it goes on the armor first.
Yeah. Okay.
So the armor vest soaks the bullet. Okay.
Exactly.
But it still feels like getting punched in the gut.
baseball bat.
Yeah, exactly. By a
bullet-
pneumatic hammer.
pushes her up, and she slams against the top of the air duct and falls back down.
Does she maintain consciousness?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
She's gonna get her dad's gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she is gonna get her dad's gun. She got shot in the stomach here. She's gonna sort of pull her way into the next room, sit up, and just like fire down into the room between her legs with the gun.
Okay.
Just to dissuade them,
Yeah. Okay.
right? Okay, now.
Not only have you put her in danger, you're now turning her into a murderer.
Yes.
Okay. So because she doesn't have any skill in shooting a gun,
Yeah.
you're going to use your reflex twice again.
Okay, so it's just 4 as the base. Yep. Okay.
Now
8.
my reflex is at 2 as well, so it's 4.
Yep.
But you're shooting at basically nothing.
No, this is
So I'm
mostly her adrenaline spiking,
Right.
and trying to dissuade.
So I'm going to add 1 extra randomized die for it.
Yeah.
John Blake says, mark off 1 kindi.
Yeah.
All right, 7. So she just fires. We'll describe what happens.
Yeah.
No, doesn't hit, but
No. She just empties it. This is not like a tactical decision. She has emptied the entire weapon into the room, and so now it's all fingers of light coming up through this thing, and then she's just going to scoot herself backward, and then continue going through the intestines of this complex.
So she gets to where you think the airlock would be, the duct going out, and you can see Stavron's Nova above you.
You can see the pouncer.
But what you hear bullets ring out again.
What? It's cruel. Okay, well, it's not quite as good.
It's still pretty good.
It's still excellent. Yeah, I didn't say it was bad.
Yeah, it's a 14. So
2d6 plus 4.
Yep.
That's better.
9, 13.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
You get, as you're climbing up, you feel a bullet slam into the back, but your armor is able to cover it. And you take 2 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
She's gonna be so mad.
Yeah. So I'm gonna open the cockpit, and I'm gonna lower the plasma cannon.
Yeah.
And just like reach up with the cradle, put her into the cockpit.
Okay.
And
she's beside you. She's
slam
kind of
it.
hanging out.
She's beside herself,
Yeah.
I suspect. So yeah, the amount of shame I think is pretty profound at this point. Stavron is realizing perhaps that human beings are not abstract objects to be moved around on a board. 6.
5.
The number of
One time.
You can't, because then you would win. I feel like we've been clear on this. All right. So now it's time to pincer move this thing. These things are melting down, right? This blackjack is like gum glue and tape.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna last.
He has the structural integrity of like the wrapper of an Andes mint, but the mint is gone. It's just the foil.
Remove.
Boop.
He's clean, right?
You got a clean shot on him.
No.
Oh no, he is.
Of no.
No,
damage.
the wraith is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, because of
he
the
has
bombing run.
Exactly. I was just gonna say because the wraith is like he's like factory fresh. This is what it looks like when you order one. Yes, I think this is a great time for me to hide over here. There's no way for me to get out there and have any type of cover. And now I have Zigzag in here. I'm not out here trying to fucking.
No, you just send her into the base to get shot. Everything else.
Now that she's in here, I'm not going to put her in the way of. I'm not going to put her in the way of sort
Now
of
that she's
Gauss
covered
rifle.
by armor.
Yeah.
That's when you're not going to put her out.
Yeah, exactly. But
Can you sidestep
3
to try and get
a long range
line
shot.
of sight, so at least we can get maybe a long range shot? Probably not. We could
Yeah.
try.
And this is the best I can do for you. We have to use the ding dong.
I'm thinking probably
No.
not even close.
It's not good. Now that said, the blackjack is probably fine. What's his movement?
It's halved, so
4.
it is 4. And the blackjack does have long range. Perfect.
All right, so he's got a shot. The Atlas is pretty addled at this point. The Atlas is not in a healthy place mentally or physically. Hopefully these streak missiles can do most of the work here.
Let's start with the blackjack.
I shoot first, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you shoot first. That's correct.
It's got. I mean, he's got to shoot on the Nova, right?
I could get the blackjack if I wanted.
The
But,
blackjack is not going to finish this round.
yeah.
But
Yeah, no,
if you shoot him
exactly.
first,
But they
It'll
don't
be 2
necessarily
less
know
shots.
that. And
Yeah.
then if you're a pilot, you think, okay, I can drop one shot over here. That's one combatant. Of course, this Wraith isn't aware that this has all been a twisted
Fucking
pageant.
way-ass long range. Yeah, I'll go with the medium range shot.
Yep.
So he moved. So 0 added to that, so it's 4. What's the TMM on the blackjack?
The TMM is 2,
on the Pouncer?
but on the Nova was a 2.
Oh, sorry, on your Nova. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a 2 and the
jump.
jump.
And you jump, so +1, so that's 3. So we're at 7. Now, right now, so the way you do cover is if more than 1/3 and less than 2/3 is open, you get partial cover.
So did I go too far?
No, you're perfect.
Okay.
You're absolutely,
Tactical.
you're right in the middle. You cut down the center, so +1 to that. So that's what, an 8 up?
Yeah, it's pretty healthy.
No, that's a 4.
Yeah, we have been lucky.
Yes.
Now it's time to open up the streaks.
Yeah, so the blackjack is going to take its last
Its last hurrah.
its last shot. You can start to see a little bit of an overload happening with the energy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nothing left. This is the last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's lurching like a zombie.
It's a candle in the wind happen right here.
Yeah.
So
3.
you got to move.
Yep. So that's 3 plus 3. So we're at
So
6.
6 currently.
Plus
Long
4.
range
well,
is
10. 10
so
up.
10.
Yeah, this is
we'll
it. Blackjack, come on.
Best. 8.
Eight.
So close.
You've had a lot of like a weird number of 8s.
Half of this, Roshan, you feel like this structure is
hangar
about
gets
to collapse.
Okay.
It's taken a few.
And the energy overloads, and the blackjack is gone. Now Rashawn is feeling much better now.
Yep.
Yes, I suspect.
So you're at 3. Because you jumped, it's a +2.
Okay.
So, right,
5.
you jumped, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep,
5
you
and
jumped.
then
5
1
and then
because you moved.
well, no, I just moved. It's the TMM.
Oh, okay. TMS.
So the TMM is 3.
On the Wraith is 3. Isn't that insane?
Yeah. So 8.
Yeah,
So
we have to
8.
get one of these.
All right.
And a medium range. So +2 is 10.
All right. See how this goes. 7.
Close. All right.
Man, this last one is dogged. Yeah, and the Atlas has got nothing.
Yeah. Give me a crit roll for the Atlas because it starts to pop again.
Alice, oh yeah, Alice can't get a shot. Okay. That's, that's a 12.
Unit is destroyed outright. That's a critical hit and a
Now,
half.
if you want, I don't think you want to do this, but just for future knowledge, you could spend that plot point to stop that.
Yeah, we'll let it go.
Well, yeah, it's
part of
evidence
your-
now. It has to be destroyed. All right, right, so we have to get on both sides of this thing and chew it up.
Bright
Yeah.
corona in the distance.
Well, yeah. Well, no, it's like an over here in these trees.
Yeah.
It starts on fire. As forest fire starts.
No, that's actually like what happened.
The head slides off the
Yeah.
Atlas. Yeah.
All right, so
Initiative?
initiative. Is this the time?
10. Oh my God.
And
did I finally get one?
hey. How about 12?
Come on.
What does 12 do for you? 12 okay? Not gonna work? You let me know. No,
Yeah, Vayner, it's a lot of with Baltic birch. What is it?
No, we put all these up. We ordered them and put them all together.
We didn't even pay for pre-assembly.
No. All right, here. So he is up there. Do you still have a decent spot?
Yep.
I can come over here and get into a
You
cover
need to start
situation.
contributing here.
Yep. I'm gonna go over here and get into a cover situation. I'm right at the edge
Yep.
of 24, but we're gonna open up the plasma on this gentleman. But of course, he goes first.
Is Rashawn moving?
No, he's staying put.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Do I still have cover currently?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm gonna-
Not moving gives you a benefit to your.
No, but because you don't have cover because of the angle,
Yeah.
but because you didn't move,
Your TMM.
the TMM is 0. Like you don't add my 3.
Well, in that case, I'm going to move.
Wait. No. It's a really good thing for you.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Like you know how my
I thought
plus.
the TMM for you is a 0.
No. Like when you go to shoot me, it's
Okay.
You don't add 3 for him.
So I'm just targeting the whole.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You never let go.
Yep. So I'm going to shoot into there. 4 plus 2 is 6, and cover is gone. 7. So that is 3 points coming into you.
Okay.
Okay. Take it away. All right. I'm going to open up.
shot.
I'm going to open up with the deadly plasma. So I moved around the corner, so let's do the full calculation here. 4 base, plus 2 for medium range.
Did he move or jump?
He moved.
I just moved.
No.
He didn't jump. He just.
Okay, so 6, and then plus TMM is 9.
Yep.
Okay, so let's get it. We're looking for the high numbers. Well, 9. 9.
Yes.
Yeah. So he has taken these shots over here on Rashawn. Rashawn partially covered by this steel decking, and then over from this side, bright lights in the edge of the visor. That's 3 points for this son of a bitch.
You see the wraith falling to pieces at this point.
Oh, really?
Yep.
God, dude, that TMM is really scary.
You opened him up.
Yeah.
And let's see if I can get the coup de grace here. So, base 3,
Yep.
no TMM.
No TMM.
Medium range.
You haven't moved.
Medium range is 2, so that's 5.
Yep.
That is
How about 8?
8. That is 6 points of damage.
Take him down.
You know what? Jerry is very good at this. Give me something that includes the cliff.
Oh yeah, it has to be. It has to be part of the cliff. So when the streak volley strikes throughout the chest, the cannon arm off of the right, the entire arm is sheared off at the shoulder, and then the smoke from the explosions is there, and that ball of smoke just begins to fall and twist down the face of the mountain, and then it explodes at the base of it.
And Burnout, you see the Black Remnant land over here.
The Calypso.
Or the Calypso, sorry.
The flagship of the Black Remnant. For sure.
Calypso lands, and you see the bay doors open.
All right. Well, it's time to show face. I'm going to come around the front of this because this is the client. I'm going to come around the front of this and, open up a line of communication with the facility and say, that's probably a lot more action than you guys have seen in a while. Do you guys need evac to another location?
No, I think we'll make it. We can get these repairs fixed shortly. Plus, we'll have new supplies coming in daily.
Tell your boss I asked, and I close the channel. So yeah,
did my due diligence.
Exactly. So we're gonna move around here, and I'm wondering what. There is just wreckage out here. What was the policy on enemy salvage and wreckage?
There was nothing mentioned, so.
Okay, well, listen, then I consider it my civic duty to clean this area. This is like when those groups of elementary school kids,
this
school
hangar
kids
bay
running
is
around.
almost trash.
Yeah.
We could probably
Exactly.
salvage that.
Fold that up, bring it back up in here.
You can probably get 2 XP worth of
Hey,
salvage.
listen, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. So we're just gonna go. I'm just gonna
take their base.
I'm just gonna exactly. So I'm gonna get the it's all coming with us. It's IKEA anyway. I'm gonna get back into the Calypso.
Okay.
I'm gonna lock I'm gonna lock my pouncer in there. I'm gonna get Zigzag out to her dad up in the cockpit, like help her up. And then we're just gonna take this thing like a mother hen, and we're just gonna start putting enemy metal inside this ship.
Okay. And you get about.
You said 2 XP.
Get about 2 XP, about 1 million sea bills worth of salvage, and you can get back into the.
Yeah, and I'm paying special attention, like as we're pulling up these plates and chunks of these mechs. Like, do I see any particular livery? Is there anything to indicate this was a mercenary raid? Is this enemy action from a house or another clan?
You saw the Jade Falcon emblem on
It's prominent
on one of the.
That's right.
When you first saw the mechs come onto the field.
Okay. Yeah, and I would think back to anything that I might know. I'll have to hit Comstar when I'm back in the ship, but I don't know if I don't know what the relationship is like between them out in this area. Like, we're not from here. It took us 2 weeks to get here.
You would not understand why the Falcon would be here. It actually doesn't make any sense to you.
Well, when we take a look at these files, maybe we'll get a better idea.
You're gonna open the files, huh?
Absolutely, I'm going to open the files.
The one thing, Julian said he wouldn't pay you if you open them files.
Yeah, but we have copies. He can have copies. You know what? We won't open the copies we gave him, and he's gonna have to be happy with that.
All right, Closer, can you take this middle board? Are you gonna do anything else on ground?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Boop boop.
Okay, so the Calypso flies out past orbit, and everyone is back inside. You're in the bay. You see the Atlas bar at the back. Your mechs are deheating. Zigzag
they're getting pumped full of coolant, and
Zigzag is probably up with burnout on the bridge.
Yeah.
Roshan hasn't left the cockpit.
Oh no! Oh, hold on. So you're saying that he?
Here you go. The die is yours.
So he walked his Nova back in, got it situated, locked it in, and he's just been in there. Yeah. He hasn't come out.
No.
So, dude, you know what it is? It's going to be like when your dad comes to your room but doesn't want to open the door. So I'm going to go up. I'm going to go up by the leg, and I'm going to reach out like. I'm just going to pat the leg a couple times, like, there you go, kid. And I'm going to say, kid?
No response.
I'm going to pull the service. I'm going to extend the service ladders over. and I'm going to climb up to like the half platform that, is the right size for the Nova. And I'm just going to climb up and I'm going to sit down on the platform, like with my legs hanging over the edge, looking into the cockpit.
Coin goes to you.
He's unconscious.
Jesus.
And you can see blood.
Yeah, Jesus. Jesus Christ. I get those mercenaries that we have available. I start issuing orders. It's like in the Wild West show where there's about to be a baby born.
Yeah.
And it's like, I need hot towels and I need this other thing, and I get
a bucket of hot water.
You yell at Tanir, and
yeah, and he handles it.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
He actually he'll come up and look in the cockpit.
Yeah, I have the
And
release codes and
yeah, you open the cockpit for him, and you just see him pull a needle out of his back pocket, and you
this adrenaline
jams it into
EpiPen.
Roshan's heart. And Roshan, you just burst awake, and you feel like you could take on the world at this point.
For like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I get this thing, I retract the helm. I pull it back up off of him. I mean, what do you look like under there?
There's blood from the ears, and like his eyes are sunken, and almost like he has two black eyes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's capillary breakage.
And he's just, Commander, I feel so good.
Yeah, well, you've done good.
How we do?
We won twice.
That's great. And he passes out again.
All right. I indicate to the rest of the mercenary crew. I talk to Tanir. I say, I need you guys you need to get him out of here. I need you to pull him out of here. I need you to get him in his bunk. I'll take it from there.
Okay.
How many physical condition?
Actually, this isn't going to be physical. It's going to be fatigue.
All right.
So you'll have 3 fatigue points.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good job. Yeah, kid, you earned a pizza party.
And you hear over the intercoms from Burnout. He's like, Captain, now that we're flying, get everybody some rest. Get a couple hours rest, and I'll get some dinner cooking for us.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I'm gonna head up and yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm gonna head up to the cockpit.
Okay.
And is Zigzag still in there?
Yeah, and as you walk into the cockpit, you just you see Burnout release Zigzag from a hug.
Yeah.
And he literally holds up her armor vest with the 2 holes in it, and he walks up to you and just punches you in the gut.
I say, yeah, that's.
You got to answer for 2 people going in the infirmary.
I put a hand on his left shoulder and I say, one more.
No, it's like
No, but he stops right before he hits your stomach, and he drops the armor and says, "I'm going to make dinner," and walks to the kitchen.
And is she still in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I say, never again. And not because your dad hit me.
But hey, wait, I did it. What did I do wrong?
best day of her life.
Yeah. I say,
What did I do wrong? I got in. I got the data. I got out. Job done. High five.
I can pay somebody to do that.
Yeah, me.
I don't think I can pay you to do it.
She almost turns sad at this
No,
point.
so I'm going to move in and I'm going to say, wait a second. I look back and see if Burnout's there.
No, he went to the kitchen.
You liked it?
Oh yeah.
You got shot twice.
Yeah, but it didn't kill me.
If
It made me stronger.
if I put you downside and that 3rd shot comes in, even if I survive the battle, I'm going to die on the ship because of your dad.
But I'll be alive.
Well, thanks. I mean, I guess that's great for you. I guess I have a lot to think about. Go help your dad.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
And she stamps out of the room.
I'm gonna go up and sit in the captain's chair because I never get to.
Yeah.
It's my ship. Never get to sit in there. And it's for someone else's butt. I mean, someone else's butt has clearly, gouged this thing
Brown's got a
out.
muscular ass, and it is formed into that.
It's substantial. It's been terraformed essentially. And I'm just gonna go through the various messages that I assume have been collecting in my absence.
What do you want to look for?
Well, first things first. Remind me of the contact that wanted the chips. The one that the greasy person.
Julian Nocta?
Yeah, Nocta. Nocta. Yeah, I mean, do I see a message from Julian Nocta?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna send him a message.
Are you gonna call him or?
Yeah. I mean, I can do it either way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll pull him up on the
on
the comm.
And you see he appears as normal with his wet curly hair.
There's visible egg sacs. They're fat,
musty.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you can smell him through the phone type thing.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you got to report?
Success in every endeavor I undertake on every axis. We need to figure out some way for you to pay me. And
Well, first I need the data.
well, yeah, I mean, I figured that was sort of part of the system, right?
Yeah.
Where can we do it?
Press the button.
Oh, right.
Transfers data.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mean, I'm not a rocket science test or anything, but
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you have it in you. I think you have that level of intellect, and I assume that she has, or hopefully she has put this stuff and she's made it available for us to push through. And I say, all right, now I want you to get your finger over the payment button, and I'm going to push it on my side, and then I want to see you pushing it on your side.
what are we, 10?
Yeah, 13 and a half. And I hit the button.
He says, now I told you not to make fun of me.
Well, yes, but I thought it was banter. I thought it was I thought we were building a rapport, and that's what I specialize in.
Well, fine. I'll give you all the money. But just know I left the contract open. And so I hope you had fun.
You know
with
what?
those other 5 mechs.
You know what? We did okay.
And the
Yeah, it's
screen
like
goes blank.
Stavron's got something ready to go, and I'm gonna let it spool out for a little bit. He's like, yeah, you know what? Honestly, we did have fun. We had a great. Oh, you're on. Okay. Actually, come to. Nope. All right, you're gone. That's fine.
He said something about 5 mechs.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So he also knew, left the contract open perfectly fine with me. It turned out great. Honestly, it was a blast. We wrecked fucking shop. I did not take a single point of damage.
Yeah, you also hid the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, it's heavy lies the head, you know. Anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and push that through. Do I see anything from our Draconis contact?
No, you just get a data log that says, thank you for your service, and money will be transferred.
Absolutely, and I'm going to go ahead and respond just to that direct message, and I'm going to say, I hope that you took a chance on a fresh young mercenary company. You didn't have to do that. I know there's a lot of players in this arena, and obviously it matters to us a lot. Hopefully you were satisfied with the service you received, and I'd be willing to offer multiple jobs for a single low rate in the future.
You're asking them to put you on retainer?
Exactly. I say there's a scenario. Again, if you want things done correctly by a mercenary organization that is maybe a little hungrier than some of the people you're used to working with, obviously let's keep in touch.
And you just get a data text back saying, well, keep in mind, we'll reach out. Felix Bain.
All right. And then I say, oh, I forgot this. and then I send over.
GPS and-
I send over. Yeah, I send over the little logo that I made for Black Remnant, and it's not good. It's not good.
It really doesn't make a good impression.
No, it is.
Thank you, Rush.
Yes, thank you, Rush, very much. It is like you would get the impression that graphic design was my passion,
But not your talent.
but not my talent, but not my capability, right? So, but he doesn't know that. He thinks that it's pretty good. Like maybe it's not like on the other level, but it didn't cost anything. That's the main thing. So I pushed it over and I'm like, yeah.
Mammal sounds.
You know, sounds.
Very similar, yes.
Yeah. Okay. No. It's
BL4.
no. It says Black Remnant, and then it's like when I see it, it's like I hit the send and I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm gonna send it again. I'm gonna send the real one. No, I'm gonna send
If you
Black.
want to erase this message, press 5.
I'm gonna send Black Remnant.final. I send that over there, and I'm like, that's the one, that's the final one. And I say, and obviously, you know, a lot of our business comes as a result of satisfied clients telling the people that they work with. So if you could, just we're available anytime. Basically, is what I'm saying.
You just get a text back saying, "We get it. You want a job."
I respond Black Remnant, and then I'm out.
Okay. And you hear over the intercom, "Commander, dinner's ready. Could you get Rashawn and Tanir and his crew?"
His fucking jackals. Yeah, this is what happens in my house every night. I got to go get everybody for dinner. I got to go from room to room.
So the commander walks down the corridor towards Rashawn's quarters.
Yeah.
To try and get him for the food. And you open the quarters, and he's still unconscious. Still, recovering.
Yeah.
Half my fatigue condition monitor is almost full. And you've never actually been to his quarters yet. This is all.
No, yeah, exactly. There's
it's
things that
only
I
been
don't
like
know.
A week or two.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been slowly unfolding his goods.
And you see, it's almost like an adolescent with posters of like sports heroes on the walls.
like the Solaris games and stuff like that.
Yeah,
like
so these
like
are
Mechwarriors.
These are famous Mechwarriors that he has posters of on his wall.
I love this.
And you can see on the monitor is playing a clip from, it looks like a Solaris Games match. And you can recognize.
Oh, he said that he hadn't played.
No.
But he wouldn't know. Oh,
No, you recognize a 3-on-3 formation similar to what you saw downside with this array of mechs that he was controlling.
Oh, and I see like the specific movements.
Mm-hmm. And then you're like, huh.
Yes, I'm over the screen. I'm like counting. I'm like touching it, like counting off. Mm-hmm. And then I'm seeing like this telltale drag of a leg. Like you would have to look at all three of them and fully catalog it to understand.
You see
where the gaps.
You see one team moving in reverse to get in behind the other team. Stuff that's very similar to what was happening downside.
So I'll just look back at him in his bunk. I'm just gonna pull the blanket up a little bit. Again, deeply uncomfortable with the whole thing. Pull it up, but like it's like the dad version of hover hand.
Right.
It's like I'm pulling the blanket up, but that's like pretty close to you, so that I have to like lift it up and then I like let it down, and then it's like I want to like pat, but then I don't want to wake you up, so I pat like above the blanket.
You're just completely pantomiming what you think should be done here.
So, but also I'm thinking about this kid. What is there anything on these posters that I see more than one of? Like, does he have a fascination with a particular battle mech?
Not a particular battle mech, because these are.
This is just about the pilots.
This is just about the pilots.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you don't see anything out yet pointing to a specific type of battle mech.
Okay. Because that'd be worth keeping in mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and head down to dinner, just with the thinking that I'm gonna make sure that I grab a canteen, grab an extra plate from the mess to bring up to his.
Okay.
To bring up to his thing. Oh, I was gonna say. So let me see the token again. It's mine. No. I was just gonna say, if you don't know about this system that's in Mechwarrior Destiny, this token. So we share DM duties. Now, the full campaign is obviously the creation of Eric J. Benson, but in terms of character events, interpersonal things, any of us can have this. It's like the conch or whatever. Yep. Any of us can have this coin and then tell small parts of a story.
You become a micro GM.
Exactly, and I think that it's a banging system.
Yeah, and tell them about. Because these probably aren't necessarily clear to
new players,
the viewers.
So what you have, I chose these because they were cool, and I love them. They're poker placards.
Yeah.
But when in the system, you get plot points that you can spend to make a dramatic twist in the plot.
Yeah.
And
so you might have seen me spend a point,
yeah.
But as a player, if I spend a point, I'm actually just giving him the point.
Yeah, the GM starts with 1. They start with 3. And as they spend them, I collect theirs and then get to use the points against them.
So when we take DM duties with this token, we can spend these to do like pivotal
to change
And
important stuff.
You can actually spend these to take the coin as well. If you want to change the order.
To stop it. Yeah, I like that too. Anyway, so it's back. It's dinner time, I think.
So you make your way up to the mess hall. Tanir and his 2 other pilots are with him. You see Zigzag and Burnout sitting at the table, and Burnout says, "Enjoy." And there's chicken in front of all of you.
Chicken?
And he says, "Save the wishbone."
Chicken? Really? All right. You know what? I thought you were mad at me. I thought you were mad at me, and look at this chicken.
And he's just staring at you. Says, "Eat."
You gotta tell me twice. Just don't call me late for dinner. So I'm gonna absolutely dig in, but I don't actually know what a wishbone is. So he's gonna have to explain that later. I'm like, you gotta show me which part.
You see him eat through the chicken a little bit, and he rips the spine of the chicken and pulls out a wishbone.
Oh, okay. So that's it. Okay.
Are you saying this in character?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure. So, and he says, "Grab one."
But I make a hash of it.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking raccoon in a garbage can.
Yeah.
All right. I have it.
Just follow me. And everybody, and him and Tanir and Tanir's crew get up.
Oh.
And you see him walking down to the Atlas bar.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah. So he pushes a button, and the door on the head opens up.
Yeah.
And as you walk into the Atlas bar, you see on the left side, which is the front side of the cockpit of the Atlas head.
Yeah.
You see the bar that would filled with spirits that would serve people that are eating out on the other side of the eyes.
Absolutely.
Or drinking on the other side of the eyes.
So there's an interior part. There's an interior part of this that Stavron isn't aware of.
No. And to the right side, you see a lot of tables and some corner
booths.
Booth. Jeez, I couldn't even think. Booths. You see some booths
Totally.
hanging around, and on the back there's another bar. and it's just a long old wooden bar.
Nice. And so from in here, can you see out the glass of the eyes?
Yeah, and there are chairs on the outside of the eyes, so you can serve from the inside. 2 people sitting at the chairs.
Yes, how long is this? Because Stavron has only ever seen the outside.
Yeah.
He has only ever seen the small part out front at the base.
Yeah. But then Burnout's not even talking. He's not even paying attention to you. And at this point, he goes to the back.
Yeah.
To that wooden bar.
Right.
And you see him pull out a hammer, nail, and a thin rope, very thin, almost like a dime.
God, I'm worried this is going to involve my dick somehow.
And you see him on one side of the Atlas head. He smashes the nail in and hangs the rope and strings the rope up to the other side, smashes a nail in, and now there is a rope extending above that back bar.
Wild.
And you see him take a wishbone, and he puts a wishbone up on the rope, and he says, and then goes behind the bar, pours out, there are 2 taps.
Yeah.
And he pours out a beer for everybody. Everybody takes a beer. And he says to Cass Kimlin.
Yeah, and I'll wait till they say it, and I'll just follow in. I feel like I can't do it with them.
No.
I'm going to do it, but like after they've had their say, right?
And then he comes up to you, and he takes a napkin out, like a very nice satin napkin.
Oh.
And he pulls 2 out.
2 napkins?
No, he pulls the 2 sides out.
Oh, yeah.
And then on it are 2 wishbones. And he says, "This is your mother and your father's. Hang them on the rope."
I mean, I'll do it. It's just like, I look back like, am I doing this right? Like, but I see now that I have been invited into something, a ritual of some kind that I'm not, like, Stavron is not emotionally equipped to manage.
Yeah.
But I saw what he did, and I just want to do it exactly like he did it.
Yep. And then
So these are all getting hung on this.
on the rope. And then he puts a 3rd one up. And then he raises another toast to our fallen dead.
Yeah, I'm going to back everybody else out, but I'm taking notes because eventually I might have to do this ritual as well.
Well, you still have your wishbone in your hand.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And he comes up to you and he says, "Stavron, when a mech jock goes into battle, they put their wishbone above the bar. And when they come back from battle, they take it off and crack it.
Oh.
You're old enough now. Put yours above the bar. Because I feel like you're going to be in battle again. And when it's your time to retire,
You pass it on.
we'll crack your wishbone."
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to hug the old man.
Yeah. And
I'm going to hug the old man in his Atlas head bar.
yeah.
I say, I'm sorry.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I know it'll be fine, but you have to know I'm sorry.
You're doing good, kid.
Well, I don't know about that. I'll get back to you on that one. And so I'm gonna grab my glass and go out and just stare out these eyes.
Okay.
Like this is really cool. And it says it's on my ship. I sort of feel like it's mine. Yeah. And so it feels like it's mine.
You see Burnout just leave the bar and walk back up to the cockpit, the bridge.
Yeah.
But Tanir comes up to you and says, "Hey, Captain, Commander, sorry.
Thank you. Jesus.
It's time for us to get going. You've got a great crew here. You got work?
You
have a great ship.
Yeah.
The general, we'd follow him into hell and back again. So call on us anytime you need us."
Yeah, I absolutely accept that. I say, if things keep going the way that they're going, I think we're going to be very good friends.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Your father was a good man. I feel like you are too.
Well, yeah.
Except for that
I'm trying to learn it.
16-year-old.
I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to learn it. But if she was able to fit through the ducts. I mean, that was a huge advantage for her actually in the field. I mean, fuck you. You know what? Whatever. And I say, yeah, you're going to be hearing from me soon. Hopefully very soon.
We'll keep the comms open.
Absolutely. And so I mean, I say we'll just drop them back off on their station.
Their ship is already docking.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Well, so we can expand. Basically, we can rent scale if we need to for a job.
Yeah, probably gonna have to pay for it.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But for those guys, it would be good money. It'd be money well spent. So I'm gonna go back and take a look at the. I'm gonna go back and take a look at the account.
Oh yeah. As you look at your account, I should have this here.
Yeah. It was up near the top. I think you had a.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
6 million. You have 10 million C-bills in your account now.
I exhale for a long time. I mean, it's expensive, but it's like the Pouncer T still has the paint. Like it still has the nice paint. Mm-hmm. It has the fucking air freshener. It's ready to go. So I mean, it was even a pretty cheap. It was even a pretty cheap job, all things considered.
Yeah.
So I'm on the Comstar network. I'm just gonna flip a couple screens over, and see what contracts are out and see what's close.
You see, it's about there. You see a blinking. It's actually comes over as a blinking light.
Oh, is it some kind of priority message?
Yeah, there's a mercenary outpost alarm has been tripped on planet Kimber. And mercenary outposts are actually designated for mercs to have a space on a planet.
Well, it's their key. I mean, this is what before I started
before
I started reading the
neutral
fiction.
Ground for mercs.
Yes, before I started reading the fiction, I didn't understand like how built into it mercenaries are. Like they're not outside the system at all.
Yeah.
They're required for these. They're required for the politics of BattleTech to work at all.
Yeah. So this outpost alarm has been tripped.
Oh shit. Okay, so this is basically like all mercenaries. Like it indicates two mercenary organizations that a neutral space has been hit.
Yeah. The Hills Vengeance merc crew is wanted. They were on the planet, and a couple merc crews were already inside the outpost.
Better than being outside the inpost.
Because it's neutral ground.
Exactly right.
So
it's like fighting in the Continental.
Yeah.
You just don't do it.
You just don't do it. But something set off this alarm. There is a 5 million C-bill bounty for them.
Wow.
For the Hills Vengeance.
So they've actually this contract is up and it's ready. Mm-hmm. Is it nearby?
You think it's about 14 days away.
Okay. Is that within time for the contract?
Yeah.
Is that legitimate?
Contract's open.
Okay. Yeah, I will accept that contract instantly.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to remember. It's like, well, I want to bother Burnout. Burnout's down there in his cups. I'm going to go ahead and let him do that. I'm going to try to figure out how to get it. It's like he doesn't need me to come bother him. He doesn't need me to come bother him. I'm just gonna go ahead and get this done.
Wait, what are you trying to do?
Trying to
I'm gonna
point the ship in the right
I'm gonna
direction.
put the ship. I'm gonna get the ship. Looking over here toward planet Kimber.
All right. He's feeling really good about this evening.
I'm feeling
and
myself.
Now he's ready to ruin it.
I looked at it right here.
What's your piloting skill?
I don't have it.
All right, so
I don't have it at all.
I'll give you your intelligence modifier twice.
Twice. Okay, so that's 4 base. So that's a success already. Right? Oh. So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
10. You get that thing pointed in the right
And
in the
I
same
pull it
direction.
up and I touch on it and I touch it a few more times and I bring it up and I say, it's just
Much like you trying to tuck in Roshan, you're doing the same kind of path
to the ship. Yeah, and I'll say like, I don't even know why I'm paying him. I mean, this is like, I could save a lot of money. I can do it all. I can do all the.
I think that might cost you.
Pull it up, get it punched in. I see like the telemetry lines. It's like sort of bending around these like gravity sources, and I'm like, yeah, it's probably good. Punch it in. Proceed.
And you are on your way
In the general direction.
in the general direction.
And I'll lean back in the chair, kick my feet up, and go to sleep.
In the captain's chair.
And that's where we'll end for today.
It is a fun game. It is a very fun game. Like the war game part of it is so fast. It never gets in the way. Now that we have 10 mil, it's time to start thinking about what an upgrade would look like because I can only take 6 points of damage total.
Yeah.
Like these characters can't be in these. These are explosive, deadly cans.
In between now and next Tuesday, we will do some.
Yes. See you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
That should be the slogan for the show.
Eclipse, we did get paid twice.
Oh, we definitely got paid twice. Oh yeah. Yeah. We brought it in. But that's the idea, right? So over the week, I'll start doing some shopping. I'm sure it'll be just like Mechwarrior Mercenaries 5. I'll start doing some shopping in terms of like what might be good upgrade mechs, and then these can be piloted by mech warriors that we have a relationship with. They can be sold for parts, but I can't sell it. I can't. It's going to be very hard to sell it, just because I learned how to drive them using this right here. And there's a really, really cool thing. Eventually, I'd like to get set up with the mech info, like the website where you can make your own Alpha Strike or regular cards for Mechwarrior and Battletech stuff.
Master unit list.
Exact master unit list, because it'll cook you up a little thing, but you can change the image.
Yeah.
So we can.
So you're gonna put your shitty black Remnant image on
Hey
there?
now, it's a good logo. But basically, when it comes to the mech, you can make your own little custom cards and add extra text and
it's pretty
modify
rad.
stuff as well. So there's also upgrade paths. This is the T model of the Pouncer, but there is a Pouncer Prime that has a little bit more.
Yeah.
Has a little bit more heft, a little bit more reach out and touch. It's got some long range.
Yeah.
Right. And it has the ability to overheat as well. I don't know. There might be a path to just doing some upgrade stuff as well. But hey, see you next Tuesday. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's very funny. Ask your grandma; she knows what it means. In any case, what an absolute pleasure. Thanks to Josh on the 1s and 2s, Ghost for grabbing the shots. Enrique Iglesias, always a great time hanging out. Keeker Zord, very cool storytelling somehow. This game works in a very unique way for every participant, and it'd be very, very easy to get a friend to come along for the ride, I think, on one of these shows too. But anyway, that's Black Remnant, episode 3. Thanks so much for rolling through, and we'll see you next Tuesday.